From the pages of Nigeria's top newspapers to your radio.
It's from the dailies, your early morning companion.
Every Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m.
on Melody 107.7 FM.
Headlines that shape the nation. Stories from the north, south, east, and west. Brought to you fresh.
Expert analysis, sharp opinions, and sound presenters breaking it all down clearly, smartly, and straight to the point.
Health, society.
Presenters breaking it all down clearly, smartly, and straight to the point.
Health, society. Nothing escapes the spotlight.
This is your head start into Nigeria's biggest stories of the day. From the dailies, this is your head start into Nigeria's biggest stories of the day. From the dailies, news that talks to you. Only on Melody 107.7 FM, Lagos.
From the dailies on your favorite radio station. Melody 107.7 FM. Stay tuned.
Studio time check, 1 minute gone past the hour of 8 o'clock, the 17th day in the month of December 2025. Good morning and welcome to From the Dailies, reaching you on the stables of Melody 107.7 FM, where we'll get to take you through stories that made it to the front pages, as well as some of the juicy details of the stories and expert analysis that will bring your way every day and Monday to Saturday on this dial, Melody 107.7 FM. I am
Shagun Ijabike. Do not forget that we are live on Facebook at Melody 107.7 FM. We'll be taking, from my end, I have the Nation newspaper and the Vanguard newspaper. As this rider, lawmakers have fixed a parameter approved for 2026 to 2028 MTEF and PSP. You can find details of this on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Moving on, we have Lagos Ports lead export-focused economy policy of federal government. Also, above the masthead, Tinubu, governors Labour meet over planned protest. Details of this on page 3. How plot to impose Lawan as APC candidate was scuttled. Moving on, Senate asks NSA to probe fake news on Akpabio Gowon. You can find this of this also on page 2. Lastly, we have this one. Supreme Court verdict on emergency, a win for Nigerians, says AGF Fagbemi. All of this on the front page of the Nation newspaper.
And from the front page of the Punch for this morning, federal government recorded 30 trillion naira revenue shortfall in 2025. Federal government to acquire 24 fighter jets for 1.2 billion euros. US adds Nigeria to travel restriction list. That's on page 7 of the Punch for this morning. Moving on to some other stories, I'm on the cover page of the Punch for this morning. Petrol battlefield. ICPC plans NMDPRA bus probe after Dangote petition. Insecurity. Police deploy special forces ahead of NLC protest today. With the rider, NLC defies pressure, mobilizes state chapters, police lock down flashpoints, CPs meet labor leaders. Here we go again, Matthew. The police are already getting set for a show of force this morning. They will play special forces for that one. Okay, blackout looms as gas shortfalls hit power stations. 154 billion naira student loan disbursed in 19 months. That is credited to NEL Fund. 2027. ADC's take chairman lock-ons over Congress. Massive arms uncovered in Kogi. Transcorp hotels appoint Awole Elumelu as board chair. And those are some of the stories you can find on the cover page of the Punch for this morning.
And lastly, on the Vanguard newspaper, the lead story here says workers facing worst survival crisis in Nigeria's history, and that's created to NLC. With these riders, says citizens being crushed by inflation, insecurity, poor wages. Nigerians now spend 80% of income on food. You can find it of this on Pilinon. Duke Ogunbiyi, Media Tight, and so on. So you can find it on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper.
All right, moving on to the front page of the Nigerian Tribune for this morning. NLC to hold protest over rising insecurity today. NBA slams police over tinted glass permits. Dangote petitions ICPC. NMDPRA boss fires back. Dangote confirms readiness to provide evidence. How I funded my children's education in Switzerland. Farouk Ahmed response insists on thorough probe. 2026 Senate cuts crude oil benchmark to $60. Passes MTEF. Tax Act. Dino Melaye threatens to sue National Assembly staff over VAT provisions. 2027 PDP rallies ex-governors, ex-ministers. How mafia relatives held Buhari captive, manipulated him. For 8 years, he had wrong people in right places. Aisha explains. And those are some of the stories you can find on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper for this morning.
All right, so we take this break now, and after this time out, we'll be connecting with our guest analyst. Please stay tuned. It's still from the dailies.
Hooray! It's that time of the year again. Children's Christmas Fun Fair. Oh yes! Join us from December 18th to 20th. Every day from 10th. Every day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at number 6 Akintoye Street, behind the BRT a.m. to 4 p.m. at number 6 Akintoye Street, behind the BRT bus stop, Iyanokpaja, Lagos. Oh yes! It's packed with fun. Bounce high on the bouncing castle, Lagos. Oh yes! It's packed with fun. Bounce high on the bouncing castle. Strike a pose at the photo booth. Get your face painted with cool designs and dive into exciting games and competitions. Sing along to festive Christmas carols. Jingle bells, jingle bells. And guess what? Santa Claus himself is bringing you awesome gifts. That's not all. You also get a super cool tour of the Melody FM radio premises and air your fun fair moments on a live radio broadcast. All for the excitement you can't afford to miss. The Melody FM Children's Christmas you can't afford to miss. The Melody FM Children's Christmas Fun Fair, where holiday magic comes alive.
Of Nigeria's top newspapers to your radio.
It's from the dailies, your early morning companion.
Every Monday through Saturday from 8
From the dailies, your early morning companion.
Every Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m.
on Melody 107.7 FM.
Headlines that shape the nation. Stories from the north, south, east, and west. North, south, east, and west. Brought to you fresh and fast.
With expert analysis, sharp opinions, and sound presenters breaking it all down clearly, smartly, and straight to the point.
Politics, business, security, health, society. Nothing escapes the spotlight.
This is your head start into Nigeria's biggest stories of the day. From the dailies, news that talks to you, only on Melody 107.7 FM, Lagos. News that talks to you, only on Melody 107.7 FM, Lagos.
From the dailies on your favorite radio station. Melody 107.7 FM. Stay tuned.
Alright, welcome back to From the Dailies, reaching you straight on Melody. One's analyst, a veteran in the business, all the way from the east. He has already run to the east for the Christmas. I know Mazi will not miss it for anything. I'm talking about Mazi Chinedu Obio. Mazi, thank you for joining us this morning.
Roland, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me online.
Yes.
I've been in the video for the past 3-4 days. You know, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. I ran away from Lagos, Wahala, and again, the high cost of transportation that is skyrocketing. Very painful to hear that already they started collecting close to 60,000 naira.
Wow, that's quite a lot. All right.
The air is no go area.
Wow, that's the truth. Well, I think the National Assembly is doing something along that route. All right, let's quickly go to the business of the day, Mazi. I'm starting from this story from the What specific concerns or apprehensions do Nigerians have about this new tax law, and how do you think the president's administration now is addressing these concerns, Mazi?
Thank you for these promises, and that's the worst thing a government will do. When the citizens are no longer having confidence and trust in the government, especially the president, it's something that is worrisome. There's nothing wrong in the introduction of the tax reform. It's a good development, but in Nigeria, it's a bad omen. Do you know why I said that? Because when he came on board, he talked about the removal of the fuel subsidy. He gave us all sort of promises that it will be used, there will be no loan again, he will use to maintain our roads, he will use to buy so many buses, blah, 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 blah. So many promises. But behold, your guess is as good as mine. So that's why people are very, very apprehensive, and people don't trust anything. You see, the worst thing that will happen to any person, both individual or government, is for your people delayed, not having confidence or trust in whatever you see or whatever you say. How many times have this government promised? Mark my word, there's nothing wrong in tax reform though. It brings development and it makes people be able to pay tax, because government runs with tax. Without tax and other things, the government will not be able to generate funds apart from other mineral resources. But in Nigeria, the verse is the case. So the government in place from 2015 till now has made the citizens of this country not to believe them because of lies, propaganda, and deceits. So to me, Nigerians are not interested in whatever reform benefit that will come, because it will not come. Unfortunately, people will see it that it's going to be additional responsibility, additional burdens. Of course, I read the tax law reform, and with effect from next year, individuals withdrawing 500,000 naira, I think 500,000 naira per day, were jubilating. When they came on board, the inflation was single digit. The food items are still there. How much is a bag of rice? How much was the bag of rice when they came on board here? When they came on board, how much was the bag of rice? Today, buy a bag of rice between 70 and 75,000 naira, some 80,000 naira. What about, you see, to Nigerians, including me and you, we are not happy. Not because we are having a government that is not very, very insensitive of the plight of Nigeria. It's because of the nature of lies they tell us. They tell us something that you can't even imagine, that a responsible government will be able to deceive the people. What about light? What about the rules consortium? Look at, I traveled last week Friday. I saw hell on the road. I saw hell on the road. Everywhere is bad. Insecurity everywhere. The tax reform will have an impact that Nigerians will cry. Ordinary is not supposed to be so. They have exempted some people, some aspects, even individual, private, personal individuals, even some companies. But then will they allow it to work? There are people who will sabotage it. There are people who will make money. Do you know that even in this present situation, there are people who are making just Plateau had the best weather in this country, in Africa, that foreigners like to come. But let me ask you and Roland, if you were in government in US, would you allow Nigeria, where Boko Haram, banditry, kidnapping is the order of the day, and they are now suspecting, it has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that those in government are sponsoring these people. It has been said now. Not quite long ago that the US government said that Nigeria is a concerned country, and that's the order, because they have seen that those in government are the sponsors of this Boko Haram insecurity. There are people who are making some money in our hardship. People are making money in our insecurity. People are in the government. Of course, you see, the issue is you want to go to America for tourism. Why can't you stay in your place? Look at Getmeradio that was jailed. Why can't you? He was a deputy senator for so many years. Why is it that he was not able to build a hospital for something that for kidney related issues? Why is it? What about our lawmakers? What about the government? No refinery, nothing. So you are now attacking the government and say, stay in your place. We don't want you to transfer your problem to us, because you can't trust every Nigeria. America has a system. They know everything. They know everything. Not quite long now, they say that Christian genocide in Nigeria, is it not true? Even though we try to balance it that not only Christians were killed, but from the look of things, it does appear like that. So students will suffer it. Again, remember the mission, I read the report, the mission that visa overstayed. Nigerians, when they are given visa of 5 years, they will stay 20 years. Some of them will run away from that. And this is a government that want to be very sure that the country belongs to them, not unlike Nigeria where the country belongs to a few people. The country, America said, the Trump said, America should be for Americans, not for foreigners. So if they now say students, yes, it will affect students. It has started affecting students. Those that have overstayed, contrary to their visa duration, are hiding. They can't come back. I have a brother, I have a nephew who lost a parents. He can't come. He can't come. So these are the things America looked at it that, look, these people are terrorists. They sponsor terrorism in their country, so we don't want them.
All right.
This one, when we give them visa, they run away, they overstayed, they don't come back.
Yes, Mazi. Yes,
which is an act of irresponsibility.
Yes, Mazi. We have other issues I want you to really address as we move on because of the limited time we have. Let me just quickly go on to this one from the Nation newspaper for this morning. Insecurity. Police deploy special forces ahead of NLC protest today. Now, ahead of today's nationwide protest by the Nigerian Labour Congress, the police have mobilized special forces and tactical teams to ensure a violence-free demonstration. State police commands in separate interviews with the Punch on Tuesday confirmed their readiness to tackle miscreants and political hirelings who may want to disrupt rallies. Mazi, here we go again with another protest. Now, what is the motivation behind the police deployment of special forces ahead of the NLC protest today, and how might this impact on the protest outcome that is in the protest will actually hold?
Well, I'm not sure whether if the government has not gone to court to obtain the injunction. I'm not sure.
They had a meeting overnight with the president, so that's why we're still not really sure and certain what is really going to be the outcome of it.
The protest is a fundamental right of every Nigeria or every group. But in Nigeria, they don't allow, they want to suppress the voice of the people. There's nothing wrong. In advanced countries, they will provide security for those protesters. Protesting means you are demonstrating your pleasantness. The act of governance, you don't like it, you announce it. Peaceful protest, but the government in place will then not sponsor miscreants, will then not sponsor hooligans that will go and hijack it. Just like giving a dog a bad name to hang it. So the government now saying that they are deploying special squad to tackle it or what. They are supposed to guide them. They are supposed to provide security, ambulance, whatever, road safety is supposed to guide them. But in Nigeria, it is ordinary. So to me, Labour, I don't know how many people will come out. Because me, I will not support any protest Labour will call. I will never.